Markets are about to open in like 20-second. Here's an oldie that decided to wait. KOSS. Oh yeah. This is a good setup, dude. This thing's got room to rip. Up to that 200-day moving average up there at 14. Yeah, good call, dude. I'll throw this one up too with the meme stocks. I remember that. Cost did run with all of them. That's the hardest part. One mental lapse and you set yourself back a week or more. Risk management. We all go through it, man. We all go through it. Even I went through it and I still go through it sometimes. It's a hard mental battle with yourself, and what I want to do, I want to try to remind you guys the best that I can every single day. It's our ultimate grow, or our ultimate goal is growth over time. KOSS holds that 11. They shoot up 12.50. There she already goes. Running up, but let's let AMC be the leader. AMC and GameStop is the leader. Whatever they do, all these other meme stocks are sure to follow. Easy money, guys. There goes AMC squeezing up. This is going to be the euphoric run up on it. AMC. Now watch for Bed Bath & Beyond and COS, GameStop to follow. I'm not chasing after them though quite yet. Marcus just opened 2 minutes ago. I could see BBBY pushing up to like $30. See, look at GameStop start to perk up. You guys should have your charts like this. Have multiple charts up. I'm eyeing. This is where my eyes are. So I can see how AMC is ripping. GameStop's ripping. So I can keep close tabs on them. BBBY is gearing up. These continue to shoot up. Bed Bath & Beyond shoot up with them. HYMC still holding trend. That has not gone euphoric yet. You guys know what to do. This BEKE. This is more of like a swing trade type of stock. Dang, AMC's going on a tear. Yup. AMC GameStop is ripping up. That's the morning squeeze we were talking about. Watch for cost, Bed Bath & Beyond to follow, you guys. Easy money. Easy. Look at these things rip up. KOSS. $30 up to 34 bucks. That's a wicked rip. KOSS. About 1050 in that previous day's close. You're going to want to see hold. Bed Bath & Beyond. Still gearing up. Market's only been open 6 minutes. LCFY. This one's still gearing up. That's that Zach Morris pump and dump. This one could rip up to 4, then up over 4 to 450 if it gets going. It's been holding trend. So AMC from 34 flushes out back down to 31. Super fast. Super fast. GME. Ooh, GameStop's crushing. Look at that. That may be it. That was the euphoric squeeze run up there. It stalled out just at 200. Now it's halted to the downside. That's an epic run for GameStop. 78 bucks runs all the way up to $200. That's a good run. AMC's halted to the downside too. That was the euphoric run up there. Costs following in sympathy. BBBY following in sympathy. Would have been nice for him to continue ripping up, man. Would have been nice. Why it's best to wait. Let them things confirm. Let the leaders take the lead and run. ALLG. There goes ALLG. I had my focus too much on the meme stocks. ALLG, she's gone. Up to new highs. ALLG's halted. I had somebody comment on one of my YouTube videos asking, is there a tool out there that will tell you at what price they're going to open up a stock when it halts? There's no such thing. Nobody knows what price they're going to open the stock at. That's a good $4 rip on ALLG. FRGE ripping up to that 21. That's going to be the trigger. 2021. This thing can rip $25. Probably poke up here to 21, pull back about $20. See if it can hold 20. And then from there, rip up. We knew going into today that the meme stocks were going to be wild. They're in that euphoric stage. DRTS. Oh yeah, there you go. Forgot about that one. Yeah. $14 up to 16. Yeah, everybody's got their eyes on these meme stocks, and all of these other recent big runners are exploding. See, cost came down to that previous day's close and 1050. It just all determines where GameStop and AMC opens, and they continue their, oh yeah, they're done. Look at GameStop just crumble. This is gonna free fall. This is gonna free fall. It went euphoric. It's over with. That was the grand finale. It stalled out. This is gonna start free falling down, but 150, 125. A lot of people are about to get burnt. AMC, this starts cracking. It's gonna free fall as well, down to 25. The first bounce on these is gonna tell us whether or not they're still in play. Meanwhile, we still have ALLG that's currently halted. DRTS is starting to heat up. And FRGE. See, FRGE's pulling back to that $20. So if we can hold up there, build up, We could blow up over that 21, run up to about 25 bucks. FRGE. You'd be putting your stop down just below 19 bucks. These volatile stocks, you got to give them room to move, man. You have to. There is no being a cheapskate with these volatile stocks like this. You can't have a hard 10-cent stop and unrealistic expectations of making $5 a share. You know? Get your head right. So you look at DRTS. See how volatile it is? Ripping up effortlessly $1. These volatile stocks, you gotta adjust your size to how volatile they are. Now ALLG just reopened. Looks like it's gonna get halted again. It's up there at 28 bucks. This is opportunity, guys. Damn, I missed out on that one. All my dumbass was focused on the meme stocks like an idiot. You guys were able to score on these. Good job. DRTS. There goes FRGE. It held that 20 bucks. Ripping up to 21. Breaks over 21. That one could start skipping up with ALLG running. ALLG, it has to hold that halt level. 24 bucks. Right there. Yeah, Gamestop, it's done. That ain't even a bounce. It stalled out. It cracks 175. She's gonna fall hard. It got rejected hard at 200, dude. Hard. Give it time, I would say, man. There's a lot of money. When stocks get into squeeze mode like this, you gotta focus on the big picture at hand. Focus on the levels. The AMC really didn't even get that first bounce. Super weak right there. Normally, if a stock has a huge downfall, that first big bounce is a good one. That's weak. AMC's gonna free fall to 25. ALLG fell right back down to that halt level. So it's looking like a lot of one and dones. What we're seeing this morning. No follow through. FRGE running up, testing 21. May get one good spike here, and then it'll crumble. There we go. 2140s, 2150s. Long as it keeps over that 21. That area. The ask and spread between the bid is probably huge. Probably looking at like 50 cent. And look at BBBY ripping up to highs. Talk about a delayed fuse. Damn. Dow Jones. Money sign DJI. No, that's a hammer. That's a hammer on the daily chart. Hammers, you got a small green body, long bottom wick. A hanging man. Look for that. Here, I'll show you. They look very similar. See? A hammer. That's what you got there on the daily chart. Hanging man looks very similar to a hammer, but with the hammer, you're going to want a longer wick is what you want. A longer wick. The longer the wick is, that's a hanging man. See, how to identify a perfect hanging man. The longer that bottom wick is, that's gonna be a stronger hanging man. It's the wick that makes it. BBBY holding up that previous day's close. Rip up to $30. KOSS got crushed. It really needed to hold up right there at that 10.50. Everything aligned right there. Maybe it comes back and squeezes later on. It wedged out right here. You draw a line straight across. See where I'm getting that 10.50. But if it continues to hold up here, I'd say, plays around, it could come back later on and squeeze back up. Just have to keep tabs on it. FRGE lollygagging up there at 21. Probably gonna flush back down. LCFY is gearing up. I think this one's worth keeping an eye on. That's so weird for Bed Bath & Beyond to do that, man. So weird. DRTS holding up well. ALLG, you may see a bounce back up like to 2650. ASTS, it's been trending up for quite some time. Space Mobile. Probably moving with SPCE. There you go. SPCE built off of that $10. It's building up for a push up higher. Watch for it to continue to build up off that $10 area. Get a nice run on it for sure. Looks good. ASTS. Looks very similar to SPCE. So I'd say if SPCE pushes, you're good, man. It's the same situation, it looks like. ASTS, though, you got room to run up to about $13. That's going to be your target. LCFY. This one's got good potential. Run up there to 450. Have to be patient with it. Oh yeah, Robinhood, that's a good ramp. Yeah, we seen Robinhood on CNBC this morning too, with the news of adding additional hours for traders. That was a good one. See, GameStop's getting wrecked. It's in straight free fall mode. LCFY slowly making its way up. Remember, this is that stock that Zach Morris guy was pumping yesterday. We've been seeing a lot of newer name IPOs perk up and get hot. This one gets going. This thing could really rip. Play that trend line. ALLG got crushed. No follow through whatsoever. One good morning rip. That was it. DRTS is still holding up. I'd say if it holds up 15, builds up off 15, 1550. This one could power up. See how she unfolds. FRGE. This one's just lingering at 21. I don't know. I mean, it's hard because it can flush out down here just below 20. Utu. Daily chart looks good. Utu Holdings Limited is an investment holding company engaged in offering digitalized brokerage platform. I think this may have something to do with seeing Bitcoin in the press releases, and somebody put a short out on this Utu. Looks like the daily charts, it's like gearing up though. Right here. It's gearing up. Run up to 45. Breaks up over 45. You get that run to 50. Looks like every $5. This could run up to 75 bucks. It's got the potential. For swing trading, I gotta make that clear. Swing trading. Day trading this. That's hard, man. This is more of a swing trading type stock. LCFY getting a nice pullback on it. That pullback shouldn't freak you out. It's just pulling back from the area it broke out from. Plus, it's holding above that trend line. Still looks good. DRTS is holding up well. Let's keep this on watch for a moment. Up over 16 bucks. It'll rip up to about 18 bucks. SPY's getting drilled down. Ran up to one of my old levels, 461. You guys think FRGE does it? 3-minute looks primed and ready. Getting a little micro pullback there to break up over that 2150. From there, it can run right up to there. 23. Then your highs are not too far away. See what she does. IGMS. Oh, this was that one we were looking at this morning. Yeah. Keep in mind though, remember, they announced they're looking to raise money. They have, look in the news, they have a 200 million offering they announced they plan on doing. We just don't know when. Where is it at? Right there at 7:43. They put it out right there. IGM Bioscience intends to offer and sell 200 million of shares of its common stock. So it's right there. People can easily overlook that. So I would say if you do play this, the earlier, the better. Now, when we start approaching noon, end of day, no way. So with this, let's see if we can hold up. Looks like it's getting a good squeeze on it. Holds up 21 area, rips up to a new high. Be done with it, move along. That was a good bottom at 20 bucks, wasn't it? Man. I totally forgot about that one, man. I didn't even have it up on all of my charts here. It's like I'm one step behind. I'm one step behind everything today. I caught it as it was getting over 2050. Nice, man. Good way to play that momentum. Yeah, that's really good. See, the quicker you identify it and put it together, and you're getting in here, and then people pull it up, and then they're interested in getting it up here, and you're like, man, I was looking at it when it was way down here. You're looking at getting it up here. It's all about like how quickly you put things together and visualize it, you know? Most people wait too long and they let the stock run back up to its highs. Then they want to start after the stock has already proven itself and did its thing. People, it's like trust issues, you know? This is though, man. This is looking good for a nice little squeeze on it. Only question though is, will momentum come in? Because we haven't seen momentum in the market today so far. Over 2250, that's when it could really start ripping. Good way to manage your risk though, man. And good job with the 100 shares, protecting your profits from yesterday. That's what it's all about, dude. That's what I call being on top of your game right there. You should be proud of yourself for that. Yeah, buying in up here is stupid on IGMS. I wouldn't do it. Clearly not seeing any momentum today. A lot of range plays, bounce plays, what we're seeing. Now, if GameStop put in that bottom there, that sharp V, continue to build up today, it don't be surprised comes back and squeezes up over 200. We've seen some wild stuff. Look at that too. Yesterday's trend line right here connecting all of those higher lows, and it got that euphoric run up right there. Fast forward today, if you follow the trend line, it got denied hardcore. Now that you look at it, right over that trend line, it failed its morning spike. And it's at that psychological 200 bucks. Same thing kind of here too. Slap a trend line on it. You guys see it? all this trend day here extended out. 2 days later, look at where it was finding resistance. Isn't that crazy? Even going into this day. And they're right there. And then it blew up over it. That's wild. Bed Bath & Beyond, there she goes. What is going on with you, Bed Bath & Beyond? You're not following AMC and Gamestop at all. Definitely. Today's a weird ass fucking day. How did SPCE play out? Holds back to 10. Still holding at that level. Almost like it's coiling. It's coiling at that $10, gearing up for that rip up. So as long as you hold up at that $10 level, and like I said, it's like coiling up for that rip up higher. See how that plays out. I'll keep checking back on it. PIK getting a nice looks like another short cover squeeze on it. Damn, nice steps this morning, dude. Pop, pull back, pop, pull back, pop, pull back, pop. Holds up 525, I'd say. 525, if that holds up, it could push back up to 6. If it breaks up over 6, stock could rip, but that's the thing. We haven't been seeing momentum today. Besides, man, look at BBBY now. $2.50 run. Looks like CLVR is trying to gear up for a bounce. This could bounce back up here to $3. Yeah. It's a good risk versus reward if you ask me. Target would be $3. It's building up off that $2. Put your stop below $1.90. You're risking 15-20 cents to make $1. That's good. That's a good setup here on CLVR. That's a great setup. What a score on BBBY. Totally out of nowhere. It just doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. This IGMS just keeps building and building, doesn't it? The CLVR, this is the type of play and idea that falls into your lap. And it's just, you put it together and it's obvious. These are the types of trades right here. Just makes sense. Pull back, 210, build off that, push up. This has got good potential. IGMS running up high of day. $25, just like that. Good rip, man. Good rip. Got a nice squeeze there too on the 3-minute with the moving averages. Good move. IGMS. Good move. CLVR. There you go. Pushing up 225, making its way up to 250. That was a beautiful setup, CLVR. That was plain as day. Remember, the longer you hang around with this IGMS, they have that 2 million share they plan on dumping. So be done with this thing. The later into the day it gets is bad. You don't know when they're gonna dump those shares. Bed Bath and Beyond's getting a nice tight pullback. CLVR still pushing. Give it time. This one's got room to run. Let it work for you. Look at that run up there. It did. From 2, it ran all the way up to $4. Then it pulled back. From 420, it pulled back nonstop to $1.90. That's about a $2.30 nonstop pullback. Now it's popped, geared up. Now it's bouncing. And again, another nice squeeze there on the 3-minute with the moving averages. Robinhood's still going. Nice $3 run up today. top place so far. BBBY IGMS. CLVR. What else? See, there goes space. That one was a good one too. Hawk. Yeah, that's a good one. Nice coiling action here at that $10. So ASTS, that's looking good. I think it was Calvin who called this one out. So if SPCE continues to push, that ASTS should follow. See, we were just looking at LCID this morning too. From 25.50 it ran up to 26.50. BBBY is gearing up. Look for it to hold up. I can't draw out a trend line, it won't let me. It's gearing up for that rip up to $30. Excuse me. Yep, so GameStop, it has to hold. It put its low in for the day. It's gotta hold up for a potential squeeze up higher. It'll squeeze right back up to this level up here and then play around and then squeeze right back up to a 195. So there still is hope there. It's just you got a few levels to get through. Same thing applies with AMC. It put its low in for the day. It's pulling back. It put its next low in. And it's gearing up in levels to squeeze up. You're going to have a level there. A level about right there. Yeah, you could just see how tightly they're pulling it back. Dude. Hell yeah, dude. That's something, dude. You're just tacking on for the week, dude. Had a good start yesterday. Tacking on today. One day at a time, man. Adds up. Always be thankful you can pull green out of the market, no matter how much it is. I'm not gonna lie, I was one step behind a lot of setups today. I was one step behind. I had I screwed up and I had all my attention on the meme stocks like an idiot, and I overlooked all of the previous runners. And just a screw up. I got caught up in the moment. The euphoric moment. CLVR still pushing up. It's good to let your plan work out for you. This was an obvious trading idea. And the way I put it together for you guys, it made perfect sense. And again, like I said, these are the types of trades you patiently wait for. They fall right into your lap and it just makes sense. It's like too good of an opportunity. And now look at, we're running right up to our first target there, 250. So we're on our way up to our $3 target. And then this is where a lot of noobs come in. The stock already made its move. You're the smart money, putting it together down here. Makes sense? This was a beautiful play here. Now after, at the end of the day, with CLVR, what you should do, scroll out on it like this, take a screenshot of it, and write it up. Break it down. Break it down like I did. Here from $1.20, it had a first good green day there, running up to $2. Then you went into a nice resting period here, consolidation. It held most of its gains. Then you got your second leg there. That's an epic run up. And it confirmed it with all that volume. After that run up, it topped out at $4.20. And this thing got drilled all the way down. No bounce whatsoever. From 4 all the way down to $1.90. You got to look at it like a rubber band. They're pulling it back and pulling it back, building up that tension. You see all that negative energy it's got, and it's pulling back. Then it flatlines, and you start to get a perk up. Right there. That's your signal right there that it's starting to reverse. Now look at all the volumes now just starting to put it together. And they're seeing what we were putting together 20 minutes ago. And that, my friends, you are the 10%. You're the smart money. Putting it together. Now all these noobs are chasing after it, pushing you up in profit. And it all stems from studying your charts, breaking them down, and looking at where can I get opportunity in these setups. That easy, guys. You just got to put the work in. That was a no-brainer, man. That was probably my best call today. Today was a sloppy ass day for me, I'm not gonna lie. Beautiful run up. Only only took about an hour and 15 minutes from the open. Remember, guys, with IGMS, forget about it. Be done with it. They look at the news. They can dump 200 million shares. You don't want to be around when they do that. So it's too late now. 2 hours after the market opened, the risk is getting too high. Move along. Don't get suckered into the stock. And yes, I agree with you, Frank. DRTS does have a good setup. There's still opportunity there. Definitely. There you go on SPCE. Man, beautiful. right off of that 10 bucks, man. Told you guys, it just had that look like it was coiling up at that 10 bucks. Popped up. Off she goes. Focus on the levels. I tell you guys that all the time, and it just makes your trading and technical analysis job so much easier. Don't stress yourself out over exact prices. Look at levels, focus more on 50 cents, $1. You can manage your risk better, and you're going to get a lot of upside reward potential. That was a good play on SPCE. It dipped down to $9.90 right here. So imagine that noob out there that put their stop at support 10 bucks right at $9.95. It's like, the way I look at it, it's like, don't be a cheap ass. Don't be a cheap ass. If you're going to use a hard stop and will only want to try to risk like 5 cents, 10 cents, and then you have unrealistic expectations of making 50 cent, 75 cent, $1, that's so unrealistic, dude. Yeah, focus on levels. It's a lot easier. And then BBBY, as we noticed, it was getting a tight pullback here. Volume was retracing on it. Now it's starting to perk up. It's looking for its next leg up. GameStop, AMC, they're still in limbo. They don't know what they want to do yet. But keep an open mind. I've seen some wild stuff happen. It's definitely, it does have squeeze potential, but also keep in mind, this stock went on an epic run. Epic. But I'm gonna hit record here. You guys are gonna probably hear me repeat myself again. There's no greater feeling than when a trading idea and a strategy plan falls right into your lap. Today we got CLVR going on a nice bounce, and recently the stock went on a nice run, starting at $1.25 way back here 3 days ago, running all the way up to a high of $4.20. You got to put the work in, study these charts, break them down, And you yourself, you have to visually see where opportunity started, ended, bounces, highs. You got to put together the pieces and connect the dots. Pinpoint where the opportunity was. Most people wait too long for stocks to start running, then they want to jump in on it and join the crowd. I tell you guys all the time, you want to be the 10%. You want to think differently than everybody else. The 10% is the smart money. So with CLVR, you got to scroll out on this chart. We're going to blow it up. Recently, it went on a nice run. We're going to draw this up. We're going to use Epic Pen, this little handy tool I have. Starting right here, this X, we're at about $1.25. Day one, we got a nice run up here to start things off, running up to $2 a share. Practically no volume at all. Day two, now it's on everybody's radar with all this volume here. Get a nice resting day. When you look at it, all this stock really did was just consolidate and rest right there at $2. It held most of its gains, which is good. It's taking a rest. Think of stocks as if they're people. They're going to want to move, rest. Then they're going to want to move, rest, move and rest. We consolidate at that $2. Power hour comes along. This gets an epic run up from $2 all the way up to $4.20 up here to a high. That's a good run for a penny stock. After we top out at 420s up there, this stock got just beat down non-stop. No momentum or bounce whatsoever. Just, you can connect all the trend lines on this. This stock got drilled down. Bearish momentum, you could see, was in it clear as day. No upward bounce at all. Like somebody was pressing their thumb down on it, huh? So you got to tell yourself, from $4.20, this stock got pulled back all the way to $2. So it pulled back $2 a share non-stop. $2, over $2. Once we bottom out, the stock starts to flatline at $2. And then the next morning pre-market, we're getting some bullish activity in it. That should have been your indicator right there to pay attention to this stock. And all you would be looking for is a bounce to the upside. You also want to look at stocks as if they're either a bouncy ball or a basketball. You're going to see a lot of stock charts. Stocks are going to want to make upswings, downswings, and like putter out and make like these wedges. That's why triangles and wedges are a real popular pattern that traders like to look out for. We see triangles, wedges all the time. And all it ultimately is, stock gets a big run up and then it falls and it's just bouncing like that basketball and puttering out. And then that's when you get to the end of the pattern. And from there, I look at patterns. No matter if they're a bullish continuation pattern, bearish continuation pattern, or just a pattern in general, I look at all patterns. They're a 50-50. We do not truly know which way the stock wants to go. We don't. So it's best to wait for confirmation of the pattern breakout. And there are ways to do that. But back here with CLVR, we get a nice pop here pre-market. We get a nice tight pullback to that $2. And what you'd be looking at, we already established our low right here. And we're already perking up pre-market. We're getting a nice tight pullback. So you would be telling yourself, hey, if we can hold up at this $2 level here, we could run back up to this level up here, which is $2.50, and then $3 up here. How did I get $3 as a level of interest? It's just a simple measurement tool. You guys have seen me use Fibonacci retracements before. Think of it as a ruler. And all we're doing as traders, we're measuring up moves and down moves with retracements. That's all we're doing. So you can get creative with it. And that's why I tell you guys all the time, you want to look at technical analysis as if it's an art form. Have fun with it. Experiment with it. And that, if you put the work in and you study these charts, you're going back and you're breaking it all down, candle by candle, day by day. You're putting in all of that work that nobody wants to put in. This is where you're going to make your money down the road, you guys. So you got to put that work in. Stop relying on other people to tell you when to buy and when to sell. Make your own money. There's no greater feeling than making your own money from ideas that you're spotting in the stock market. The stock market has unlimited opportunity. Unlimited. Every day we see opportunity out here. So all you're doing with the Fibonacci is you're measuring upswings, downswings. You're measuring lows to highs. You can really measure from anywhere. Some people would measure from the start all the way up to the high. Some people would measure, in this instance, from that $2 low consolidation up to the high and see how far it pulls back. But in this case, I'm going to measure simply from the high up here at 420 all the way down to the low down there at $1.90. And we know that 50% and that 61.8, the golden ratio, those are key levels to look out for in Fibonacci. There's your 50% right there. That's at $3. And then your golden ratio is at 330. These are levels that a lot of traders and investors like to look out for. Keep in mind, 50% or 50 is not in the Fibonacci sequence, but it makes sense to add it into the sequence because it's just common sense to put 50% if you're measuring a move from 0% to 100%. It's the halfway mark. So it just makes sense to put it in with the Fibonacci retracement. And a lot of times you'll notice stocks, if you measure a move, stocks like to pull back on average 50%, pull back half of its gains, and then continue to push on up. It's the simplicity of things. You guys, you hear other educators and gurus out there preach to you all the time. The KISS method. Keep it simple. All the answers are right in front of you. All you really need is price action, your knowledge of candlesticks, volume. Your little technical analysis is easy. Anybody can learn it and pick it up. The hardest part is trusting yourself, mastering your craft, and that all comes from the work that you put in. If you're not studying charts and breaking them down, you should be asking yourself, after a stock makes a move like this, you should be asking yourself, How did it get from here all the way up to here? Well, go back, zoom in, and put it all together. Every stock is going to have a story to tell. And it's up to you to put that story together, you guys. It's up to you. Every stock has a story, and you put it together to spot the opportunity. How did it set up and run? And then you're preparing yourself for when these moves happen again, and then you'll be able to react to the situation. There we go. I'm actually going to add on to that. I just thought of something. And then real quickly, as a bonus to add on to this, and with measuring with Fibonacci, you see we measured from the high down to the low right here. Now what you could do today, now that it's got a good upswing in it, get out your Fibonacci tool here, measure from today's low all the way up to today's high right here. You're measuring the swing. That's what the whole point in the Fibonacci tool is. You're measuring the swings up and down. You're measuring moves. That's what you're doing. So in this case, this morning, we got a good rip right here, didn't we? So why not measure this move and then look at as the stock pulls back to every one of these Fibonacci levels right here. We could pull back 50% to around that 225. About right there. And that's where VWAP is at too. So a nice healthy pullback on this, and then put it together as well, you guys. You see how volume is retracing and it's stair stepping down? How many times have you seen volume stair step down like that and then get a volume break and the stock rip up or something? It's all about aligning everything and putting it together. So we're getting a nice tight pullback. Keep an eye on your Fibonacci levels. And also with using Fibonacci, you're training your eyes to visualize how these stocks like to move up and down and through levels. I'm Mr. Wolf. Thanks for watching this video. If you're interested in more videos, head into my channel, click on the video library, or head on over to the playlist section. I have a lot of education packed in there for you guys. Subscribe to the channel, check it out. I'll catch you guys later. Peace. There, another Fibonacci lesson there. The great thing about it, I try to keep things simple. I try to keep my technical analysis simple. And a lot of it is just common sense, putting it together. There's no need to overcomplicate things. There isn't. There goes Bed Bath & Beyond getting that run up to $30. This morning, pre-market, we said it had room to run up to about $30. It's a good move. Oh my goodness, look at IGMS. It's halted. It ran from 23 to 33. That's a wicked run. Still, though, I wouldn't trust this stock. Not knowing that they have 200 million shares. See, they even they announced it again. They're trying to warn people, but people are overlooking it. Protect your backside, you guys. Look at right there. At 8 a.m. IGM Bioscience plans 200 million underwritten public share offering. Looks like about 45 bucks. IGMS has got room to run up to. I'm not touching that stock though. All right. So look at Gamestop. What did it do? AMC. What did it do? Remember, you guys, how we were putting it together on how it could potentially be setting up for a squeeze later on? We said it put in its low here. It perked up. Now it pulled back and it put that low in there. So we're making progress. So we said the first level to get through is going to be right there. So far, we blew up through that level. Now, our next level is up here at 32. We're almost there. So if we keep building up with AMC, big picture, man. Big picture. We keep building up, this could definitely come back later on and squeeze. Same thing with GameStop. Yep, it'll run up here to about 190. 190. See, a lot of people, they'd spot something like that and they'd want to get in on it. And if you take a step back, you got to realize, man, this thing just ran up nonstop from 163 to 183. That's a $20 per share run up there. And now you're wanting to buy? IGMS just reopened. Just be careful. Don't do anything stupid. I haven't checked back on SPCE. How's that one playing out? Just lollygagging. Up at 11, near 11 resistance. I mean, it's got a tiny little gap to fill. $12. Could be a good swing, man. It could be. It really could be. I mean, when you look back on it, it's breaking up over that $10, running up to 11. Can run up here to 12. We're just gonna have to take it $1 at a time. It could pull back down. It likes to do a lot of range. I know that. I can see it. I think $11 would be the target today. $12 would be a bonus. And that BEKE, man, that's still looking good. You know, I'm gonna put BEKE. Keep BEKE on watch. I like this stock. Got good potential. It's more of a swing trade though. CLVR still bullish. Got a nice retracement here. It perked back up to a new high. Now it's pulling back, trying to hold that old high as support and build up off of that. The grand finale is going to be $3. That's what I'm seeing. That was a beautiful play. Now with AMC and GameStop coming back like that, you guys, keep an eye on costs. That could have a comeback. Wasn't cost the one that ran with AMC last time? Think so. Yeah, it went. The thing with costs, it was lagging behind AMC by like what, 3-5 minutes? And every single time AMC went on an epic run, costs would follow, but it had a wide spread. Remember? It's like you literally had to sit on the ask to get filled because it was just so jumpy. Yeah. But there was definitely opportunity. Definitely. And man, I can't tell you, dude. You got the experience under your belt. That's where it pays. Now, next time you're more prepared. overall, I think we had some good ideas today, man. We did. I was uh I was one step behind this morning though. It took me a minute to start putting things together. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Irish is learning. I'm so proud of that guy. And it's like slow little, like with you guys being here with me every day, you guys, believe it or not, you're advancing at real fast speed. Like even myself, I've been doing this for a while. I'm still evolving. And as I am evolving and growing, you guys are right there with me. So your learning curve is just like going straight up. With my career, I've noticed and we've talked about this a few times. It's I've seen setups so many times. I'm really getting comfortable with holding on continuation moves and letting bigger picture ideas play out. It's weird the journey trading takes you. Best job in the world. Yes, sir. Cost game. Now you have that edge over everybody. You know how the personality it likes to move, as we were talking about. Man, that ALLG just got what a straight decay. All the way back down, no bounce whatsoever. It may get one good bounce on it. I mean, it's been consolidating here at 19. You may see it rip up to 22. But bounces, you got to treat them like bounces. Some people may not understand what I'm saying. Huh? Bounces, you got to treat it like a bounce. That was this ALLG was a good one though. I got some recordings here I still got to put together for you guys. Lessons that we've recorded this week and last week. I got pump and dump runners, professional athlete part 1, price levels, and putting together trading plan with Fibonacci. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. This was an old idea I had. I was going to do a video on the indexes and volume. Selling volume. I botched volume. Selling volume was at its most and could not hold lower, resulting in a bullish reversal. Another key is the very long wick that is weakness on the bearish side. Also, the sharp V. Anytime you spot a sharp stabbing V or upside down V, that is a strong reversal. I was pointing out right here. Oh, let me click on that. You see what I'm talking about there with this example? That's like their euphoric downfall right there. With the volume too. You could barely see it, but there's a volume bar that's spiking all the way up to here. And then right there too, there's another volume spike. Yeah, let Gamestop set up. It may be a surprise at the end of the day. GameStop, AMC. I'm thinking that 175 level is going to be key. For it to hold up and squeeze up. AMC, I'm gonna say that $29 level. Looks like they're gearing up. EK Trading says, hi, can you take a look at IGMS? Yeah, we've been talking about IGMS all day. It's got room to run up to 45, but you gotta be cautious with this stock, because in the news, if you look at the news on it, they announced this morning and they're telling all of you guys, yo, we have plans on selling 200 million shares to raise money. So they're warning everybody. And I've been trying to warn everybody, the later in the day we get today increases your risk. They could drop it at any time. So just keep that in mind. Your best bet, get in, get out, be done with it. All right? It's up a lot too. Look at it. It's up 130% on the day. That's a huge gain for a stock. with it being up this high too, volatility is going to increase. It's getting a micro pullback here. So from here, it could rip up to 40 and then that $45. This thing, when you lock in profits, man, pay yourself. Don't be a greedy pig, dude. That's the whole point in trading and investing, right? It's to make money. Have a plan. You should be having a plan with every trade too, a target price you're getting out at. Not just holding it and saying, man, I hope it keeps going. That's an epic score if you got in at 28 bucks and you're up. Literally, tell yourself right now, you got in at $28.50. Right now, you're up $6 a share. That's a hell of a score. Hell of a score. You just made $6 per share. That's a good score, man. Be proud of that. You know? You're letting your emotions get the best of you. A sell order at 42.08. Why 42.08? What's the 8 pennies gonna do? You're focusing too much on exact prices. But still, solid trade, man. I would pay myself. This thing in a blink of an eye, it could be all gone. They come out, do that offering, and then you're going to be like, damn, I should have sold when I had that profit. You know? Still, man, 100 shares, making $6 a share. That's a good score, dude. It's a good score. So by buying 100 shares at $28.50, you invested $3,000 pretty much. And with your $3,000, you made $600. That's a really good return on your investment. You got to think of it in terms like that, dude. Where are you guys getting this going on sale? What do you mean, old army guy? No, usually when a company does an offering, man, it kills it. It kills the stock because what happens, a lot of bag holders get formed, people who don't lock in profits. And when they do that offering and you get the huge gap down, there's people trapped in it, and then people people who got caught in it, they end up selling, driving the price down even more. Normally offerings kill it. But in some instances, we just talked about this too. If a stock has insane volume on the day, an offering won't do nothing. Just depends on how big the offering is, you know? IGMS. It looks like it's wedging out, but I think from here it's gonna fail, to be honest. You gotta think, man, this stock just ran from $20, popped up to 25, 26, then it pulled back, and then it continued up right here. One leg, pull back, pushed up to high, so it started breaking out right there. That's its first leg. There's its second leg. It's hard to say, man. Stock's up a lot. It's so far gone from reality, is what I like to say. It's got no business being up this high, you know? It's hard to say what's going to happen. That's a good move. I always like to try to play it safe, though, man. Have that mindset you want to live to trade another day, you know? Exactly, Rome, yeah. I've probably mentioned that like 10 times. IGMS has that 200 million offering. But you see, man, a lot of people easily overlook that stuff, you know, and if you just pay attention to the small little details, it'll tell you a lot. You'll see here what you want to really do. And I appreciate that comment, EK Trading. What you want to do, you want to have that mindset. You want to, like, you're training yourself and conditioning yourself. You don't want to pick up on bad habits. You don't. You want to develop good, healthy habits in your thinking and processing. Because that's how ultimately a lot of people fail at this. And I don't like to see people fail at this. It sucks. I want to see people succeed. And you can succeed at this. But you got to put that effort into it. Good, healthy practices like not buying in on this up at these extreme prices, you know, or paying yourself when you're up in profit, locking something in. There's all kinds of different scenarios in the stock market, a bunch of them. And even from time to time, we've talked about too, like situations and setups. Like, yeah, even though this like particular stock did run, what ultimately happened though, people got rewarded for bad behavior. And then more times than none, or most of the time, this particular setup is gonna fail a lot more than it's gonna work. It's just this scenario, people got paid out and got lucky. So it's all a mind game. That's all it is. Taking off for lunch, should be back for power hour, but the puppy has a vet appointment. She got dog flu something. So hopefully the appointment doesn't take too long. Have a good lunch, Hawk. Catch you back in here in a bit. Yeah, I'll probably head out for lunch here in a moment too. We've been streaming for just about 2.5 hours. HYMC? Yeah, that one got denied at $3 this morning. Crumbled down to 2. It broke its trend. Making a comeback though. Held up at 2, pushed up over 250. I would say kind of hard to say, because it does have an opportunity and a chance to squeeze out shorts. I think that this is one of them meme stocks. It's running with AMC, Gamestop, Bed Bath and Beyond. As long as you don't make a new low on the day. I know it's hard to say that. Why it's in a tough spot right now. I want to say as long as it holds over 225. But then part of me saying 250. It's got a shot to run back up to 3. Then it'll play around. Maybe at the end of the day going into power hour, it gears up and sets up for a potential squeeze back up over 3. Just, you're going to want to monitor it though with GameStop and AMC because they're all moving in sympathy. You see how I'm jumping to all 3 of these different charts? They all look very similar, don't they? HYMC, AMC, GameStop. They all are the same. They're moving in sympathy. So meme stocks. Meme stocks. Keep on watch. End of day squeeze. And for all of you guys joining us here on YouTube, you guys should join up the Discord server chat room that I have here. Every single day and throughout the day, I'm always posting my ideas in chat. So let me get a link for you guys real quick. It's just about showing up every day. It's an everyday grind, man. Everyday grind. And that's where we just recorded a video talking about, as a trader, you have to look at yourself and consider yourself like a professional athlete. You have to show up day in and day out, prepared, ready to go. Because all it takes is for one careless day to wipe away weeks or months of hard work. So take it one day at a time. And honestly ask yourself every day, am I here? Am I prepared? Did I get a good night's sleep? Be aware, you know? That's one of my main big goals here for you guys. I wanna condition you to good healthy practices, because it carries over into your trading. IGMS looking to run up there to a new high of day. Just be careful up at these levels, man. IGMS, just keep in mind, you guys, they have that 200 million offering on the table still. They can drop it at any time. So the longer in the day this stock continues to rip, the more your risk goes up. Because since they announced that $200 million offering this morning, stock was at $21 a share. Since they announced it, the stock ran up like $15, $20 a share. So imagine that. You can sell 200 million shares $20 higher. Would you take that? Hell yeah, I would take that. That's money in the bank right there. So you got to think in terms like that. Protect your ass. How much money is that? $200 million. Something stupid. That's ridiculous. That's a lot of money. Man, I'm not trying to put you on the spot, EK Trading, but you really need to be having a plan with every trade that you take. I'm just being blunt, honest, man. Too many people fail in this game because they don't have a plan. HYMC, I'll throw out a lifeline to you. I'd say you don't want to see it drop down below 225. That's where you'd probably be wanting to put your stop loss. 225. This is more of a big picture idea of it squeezing up higher with all the meme stocks. We're about to be going into dead lunch hours. We still got 4 hours in the trading day left. And as we just said, GameStop, AMC, they're all setting up for a potential end of day squeeze. So as long as these keep building up in levels and holding, these meme stocks could easily rip right back up to their highs. And then you also have the SPY. Excuse me. The SPY is getting a nice rebound back up to its highs. So things are looking good right now. Exactly, Daniel. Yeah. Before you enter a trade, you always want to have a risk and a profit target. Yep. Even if the stock doesn't reach your target and you're up in profit, it does not hurt to lock in profit and pay yourself. I mean, I do it all the time. If I have a price target and a reward set for a stock and I'm up in profit, I have no problem paying myself. None at all. Because you never know. You never know. We just did a thing not too long ago here in the Discord, where you had a template for planning a trade. Where is it at? See, right here, you guys got the ultimate pass section. And this is where I add in all of my playbook plays, my study notes. We got our members only videos, homework, PowerPoint slides. That's where it's at. Right here. Like, these are key details to look for when creating a watch list. And then this thing right here. This is like a form for you to fill out every day. For stocks that you have on watch, fill this out. What's your game plan? What's your target? And as we said, yeah, when you're new, you're going to be slow at filling this out. And most of the time, the stock's not even going to pan out to what you were thinking. But most importantly, what you're doing is you're developing a routine. And the more you do this and practice at it, you're going to get faster. You're going to get better. You're going to start remembering your process. And then you're not even going to need this. And you're going to be able to do it all on the fly and in your head. It's just starting out and starting new routines that suck. Like that famous saying, I think it's a joke. There was a judge and a defendant, and the judge knew that the guy was a successful trader on Wall Street. And the judge, just before he sentenced the dude or something, I know I'm gonna botch this joke. The judge said to the guy, you know, I have my 401k, or I've been in this trade for 10 years and I'm up $10,000, but I don't know when to exit. Should I buy, or should I sell, or should I continue to hold? and the defendant said something like, just sell half. The judge was like, just sell half. That's a good idea. It was some stupid joke like that. I botched it. Yeah, I botched it. I was trying to look on YouTube here to find it. Two traders are walking uptown from Wall Street en route of the subway. A mugger approaches them with a gun and demands all of their money. The one trader turns to the other and says, "Oh, by the way, here's that $100 I owe you." That one was a stupid one. Let's see here real quickly. Take a look at the top sectors today. Looks like we got consumer discretionary and healthcare are the top sectors today. I could have swore when we were doing our Sunday stock talk, consumer discretionary and healthcare were the worst performing sectors last week. So they're getting a nice rebound this week. See, energy was the top sector last week. Now it's getting beat down the most. Oops, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to blind you guys. I always do that. Most active stocks. Actually, let me do this real quick. Today, the top performing sector. And the whole point of this Discord too, while you guys are out on the day, every day you could check into the Discord and see what we're talking about. And I really try my best to keep you guys updated on what the top sectors are and the top stocks are for the day. So you can stay up to date what's going on. Let's see, most active. Yeah, we have that stock bot too you can use. Dave's getting a nice bounce. Oh yeah. He'll probably bounce back up to, I see $9. Maybe I'll contradict myself there. 850. 850. I always like to try to see a target, and then I'll undervalue it a little bit. That's my personal, what I like to do. See now, with the retracement here on the 10-minute, even though this is a line chart, it's still the same. We got a nice deep pullback on this. This thing pulled back like 70% from this measured move here. Now it's getting a bounce back up. Bottom there. So far, hit it backwards. So far, we've bounced 25%. 50% is about at 920. The light volume play, but still opportunity there. I like to say if there's price action, there's going to be volume. Got some good volume in on it. I don't know what that IGMS is doing. To me, it's lingering around up there at the highs. If you're considering entering in up here, don't do it. The risk is too much to the downside. Who cares if it has that look? It could squeeze up another $5-10. This thing could free fall $5-10 just as easily. As of right now, HYMC is just bouncing after that collapse here. So you can now draw out a trend line connecting the lower highs. And until that stock breaks up over that top trend line, and that FRGE is still holding up. Look at that. It held that $20 right back up to 21. This thing, this stock is crazy. Looks like that stock that Zach Morris guy was pumping, LCFY, that was a dud. Still has potential. Right at that trend line. Yeah, and AMC, Gamestop, they're all on squeeze watch. Meme stocks are on squeeze watch. Popular stocks: SPY, AMC, Tesla, GameStop, HYMC, Nvidia, Robinhood. Top percentage gainers. Number 1, IGMS, MVIS, Robinhood, KNTE. See, that's what I'm talking about right there with IGMS. See that flush out? From 35 bucks, it flushed out $5 down to 30. That's why you always protect your ass and pay yourself. Because you don't want to be that guy that says, man, I should have locked in profits up there. Why I gotta be such a greedy pig? Protect yourself from that. Always think ahead. The way I train you guys, teach you good healthy practices. KNTE, they ain't got no volume. Well, we'll see if AMC and GameStop get that squeeze at the end of the day. I hope it happens. I hope it does. That'll be epic if it does. But as of now, it's 12:09 p.m. Been going for almost 3 hours straight. I think it's time to take a break. Take a break, come back, power hour, see where these meme stocks are at. I'd set a few alerts. Set an alert up at 31.32 for AMC. See if it triggers and goes off. These start running, they could squeeze up a lot. Definitely got a lot of volume pumping into them. We also have the SPY. Up near its highs too. Shorts got squeezed yesterday with that end of day rally. What a rally with the indexes. That's insane. EK trading, man. Good job. Lock in profits. What you should be doing too, if you're new and you're making money like that, man, reinvest that money into your education, dude. Even if it's not with me, go off to another group and participate in their chat and community. Educate yourself. Reinvest that money you make. Because the more you reinvest into your education, dude, it's going to pay off in dividends down the road. I'm always going to try to be blunt, honest with you guys. Learn from multiple people. The more you invest in yourself, it'll pay out down the road. All right, you guys, I'm going to get out of here and take a break. Be safe out there. Remember, always have a plan every trade. We've had some good runs today. CLVR was a good trade. Good trade. And it's looking like it's going to continue up to 3. SPCE was another good one off of 10. This one's running up to 11 now. Beautiful run off of that $10. And then meme stocks. Meme stocks are on watch for end of day squeeze. IGMS was one of the top stocks gapping up this morning. This went on a good run. But keep in mind, they have a 200 million offering that they can dump at any moment. So protect your butt. So I'm staying away from it. FRGE has been holding up well. This one could start skipping up. Just keep it on tabs. What else? ALLG could go on a bounce. Maybe up to 21, 22. Flatlining here at 19. Remember, the stock market is filled with opportunity every single day. You don't have to trade every single day. You patiently wait for opportunity to come to you. Let it fall into your lap. Have the mindset you want to live to trade another day, you guys. Thanks for tuning in with me today. It's always fun when I hop in and stream with you guys. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe